Hey, what's up? I'm SAQEB. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, stupid. And if you're new here, subscribe, idiot. It's been almost 2 months since we've been locked down in quarantine, and I think a lot of us were optimistically hoping that things would get back to normal soon. But I'd say that's pretty impossible right now. I'd love it if God ended it though, just to spite me, because I was hating. Because this shit, not fun. I'm mad bored, but I've been keeping myself busy. Like sometimes, I lay on the floor and just collect dust on myself. Or if I got time, I'll stare at the wall. It is what it is. I'm watching videos of people across the US protesting to reopen their states. Like, what? Talking about rights and freedom and shit. This ain't about that. This is about survival, dude. Reopen for what? What's the solution? Social distancing? Because we're too stupid to follow those rules now. What makes you think we'll follow them if we reopen? There's still no infrastructure to support distancing the way we need to, and we can't afford to figure it out as we go if lives are on the line. Nothing has changed. People are dying left and right, even with these enforcements in place.
We have holed up for over 40 days, and it's not okay.
People are complaining like they've been held down for years. It's been less than 2 months. This is a worldwide issue. We're in a global pandemic. You can't expect to solve a problem this big in less than 2 months, especially when we've still been struggling to take the correct measures. Shit, that took me a couple ticks. I'm exhausted.
I think if people are healthy, they need to go back to work. And if people are sick, they can stay home. If they're afraid, they can stay home. But there's a group of us that want to go back to work, and we're ready.
The way I see it, many of us are very lucky and privileged to be in a position where we don't have to worry about how we're going to survive for the next however many months. Not everybody is blessed to be in that position right now. If you're that blessed, how can you complain? Like you're whining because your kid wants to play at the park? Fuck your kid. Go twiddle your thumbs, stupid. Believe in whatever you want, man, but there's a lot of tragedy going on. People are still dying left and right, elderly and young. And that's the thing. We don't know enough about this virus. We still don't know enough to say for sure who's actually prone and who's not. I'm watching these protest videos in California, and these people are pretty dumb, but they're not dumb enough to leave the crib without a mask on. I think y'all are too fortunate. This shit hasn't directly affected you yet. Because if it did and you had to suffer the loss of a loved one, I know your ass wouldn't be outside complaining. Believe me, I'd love to be out here with my friends. Real shit, I've been cool being inside this whole time, but now the weather is getting nice. I'm about to get my money up. Shit, I was trying to style on the homies in some new bread ones this summer, but I don't really have much of a choice though. If I cared just about myself, maybe I'd be more willing to take risk, but it's not just about me. There's a bigger picture. Like there are people who are not even being properly compensated to put in hours to risk their lives to keep us alive. Thousands of qualified professionals in the healthcare industry that we depend on to protect us are being laid off now when we need them more than ever because these financial institutions can't afford them. Isn't that kind of fucked up? Somewhere out there in the USA is a hard-working Rakesh who studied his little Indian ass off to become a doctor, just to get laid off, and now his president's talking about injecting hand sanitizer. Man, what the fuck? Yeah, okay, the next time I catch a cold, I'ma sip on some Purell. Nothing of this degree has ever happened before. All kinds of people are losing their livelihood, including the ones that we depend on the most right now, and I can't just fuck around and be ignorant to what others are going through. And let me say, by no means am I an expert or extensively educated on the subject. Even with the little awareness I have, I'm sure I'm being ignorant to many of the effects that have come about of the pandemic. But I can say for sure that this shit ain't pretty. And I'm sure there are some people who have valid reason for wanting to reopen things again. Like people need to make their money, but you can't simply solve financial problems by opening up the economy again. That doesn't solve the dying problem. Letting people die for capitalism is not the alternative.
Dude, it takes time to heal.
Up in Canada, we got Quebec reopening not just businesses but schools, when just last week they had over 1,000 cases reported in a single day. What the fuck, Quebec? Swear to God, y'all are the Florida of Canada. And I seen somebody else commented on SAQEB, so I know it's true. I'm not here to say anything new or insightful. I'm just here to say I'm grateful to be living comfortably. And I'm not complaining about being bored because I realize right now being bored is a privilege. Shit, I'm not posted up in a mansion like LeBron James. Yet. But I'm fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, and many of you are too. If you got time to be bored in this pandemic, then your ass is definitely not worried about surviving or providing. This may not be ideal, but you can't be ignorant to those who are truly suffering and struggling. So yeah, stay your ass at home, stupid.